In the quiet of early spring, as the frost melted into the soil, 12-year-old Ella wandered through the woods behind her house. She loved exploring there, where the trees whispered secrets and sunlight danced on the forest floor. That afternoon, something unusual caught her eye, a mushroom with a honeycomb cap that seemed to glow faintly, as though it held sunlight within. Curious, Ella knelt down and brushed her fingers over the morel. A shiver ran up her arm, and suddenly, the world around her shifted. Colors deepened, the rustle of leaves grew louder, and the broken branch beside her mended itself as if time had reversed. Ella gasped and yanked her hand back. The glow faded, and everything returned to normal. That night, she dreamed of an ancient figure cloaked in shadows, their voice soft like wind in the trees. "The morel you have found holds great power," the figure said. "But with power comes responsibility. Use it wisely, or the world will suffer." The next day, Ella returned to the glowing morel. She showed it to her best friend, Mia, who rolled her eyes. "It's just a mushroom," Mia said. "It's not," Ella insisted. To prove it, she touched the morel again, concentrating on the wilted wildflowers nearby. Before their eyes, the flowers straightened and burst into bloom. Mia's jaw dropped. "That's incredible. We have to show my brother. He'll know how to use this." But Ella hesitated. Something about the dream stuck with her. This wasn't a toy or a science experiment, it was dangerous. "No," she said firmly. "We can't tell anyone." Over the next few days, Ella experimented in secret. She fixed a broken birdhouse, stopped a falling acorn midair, and even healed a squirrel's injured paw. Each time she used the morel, the glow grew brighter, and she felt a deep, satisfying rush. But soon, the woods began to change. Trees twisted in unnatural shapes, and the air felt heavy. Birds sang out of tune, and animals scurried nervously as if sensing a disturbance. Mia noticed the changes. "Ella, this is getting out of hand. You have to stop." "I will," Ella promised, but the morel's power was intoxicating. One afternoon, while Ella wasn't looking, Mia took the mushroom and ran. "Mia, no!" Ella shouted, chasing after her friend. But Mia didn't listen. She touched the morel and wished for something grand, a field of endless flowers. The woods rippled like water, and chaos erupted. Plants grew wild and unruly, swallowing paths. Shadows deepened, and a low hum filled the air. Ella pushed through the overgrowth to find Mia standing frozen, the morel glowing fiercely in her hand. "I didn't mean for this to happen," Mia cried. Ella grabbed the morel and closed her eyes, remembering the dream. She knew what had to be done. With a trembling voice, she whispered, "I wish for the morel's power to end." The glow vanished, and the woods returned to normal. Ella looked at Mia, tears in her eyes. Some things aren't meant to be controlled. The morel crumbled to dust, and though Ella felt its loss deeply, she also felt a strange peace. She would never forget its lesson.